Have you ever thought about why people do the things they do? It's a fascinating question, isn't it? And the answer often lies in something called intentions. An intention is like a compass guiding our actions, decisions, and relationships. It's the invisible force behind every choice we make, every word we speak, every relationship we cultivate. But why should we care about intentions? Well, understanding intentions can unlock new levels of communication and can help reduce conflicts. Think about it. If we can comprehend why someone acts a certain way, we can respond more effectively, more empathetically. We can prevent misunderstandings and strengthen our bonds with others. So, how do we tap into this power of intentions? How do we become mindful of not just our own intentions, but those of the people around us? To illustrate this, let's delve into a story. The story of John and Sarah will help us better understand the importance of being mindful of other people's intentions. Imagine John, a hardworking man, always ready to assist anyone in need. John was that guy who would drop everything to lend a hand. He believed in the power of kindness, the strength that comes from a single act of help. It was his way of sowing seeds of goodwill, his small yet significant contribution to making the world a better place. Now let's introduce Sarah. Sarah was John's coworker, dedicated, ambitious, but often overwhelmed by her workload. She had a mindset of doing things on her own, believing that seeking help was a sign of weakness. John, ever observant, noticed Sarah's struggles, and without a second thought, he started helping her. He'd step in to assist with her workload, even when he wasn't asked. He did it out of the kindness of his heart, out of his innate desire to help those in need. But here's where things got complicated. Sarah, in her self-reliant mindset, saw John's actions differently. She misinterpreted his intentions. In her eyes, John was trying to show her up, trying to make her seem less competent. She felt undermined instead of supported. And this misunderstanding, this wrong interpretation of John's intentions, started to create a rift between them. The once friendly duo became distant, the air around them filled with tension. It went on like this until one day, John, baffled by the sudden change in their relationship, decided to confront Sarah. In a candid conversation, they laid their feelings bare. John expressed his genuine intention to help, while Sarah shared her misinterpretation. It was a moment of realization for both. Sarah understood that she had let her pride cloud her judgment, while John realized that his unsolicited help might have been overwhelming for Sarah. Their story, their journey of misunderstanding to clarification, teaches us a valuable lesson. It shows how easily we can misinterpret intentions if we're not mindful. It emphasizes the importance of communication, of understanding each other's perspectives before jumping to conclusions. John and Sarah's story is just one example of how easy it is to misinterpret intentions if we are not mindful. So, how can we be more mindful of other people's intentions? The art of being mindful begins with cultivating a sense of curiosity. Rather than assuming we know what others are thinking, we should ask questions. Open-ended inquiries such as, "What led you to that decision?" or "Can you help me understand your perspective?" can peel back layers of assumptions and reveal the true intentions beneath. Our next tip is to avoid jumping to conclusions. It's easy to fill in the blanks with our own narratives when we don't have all the facts. However, this often leads to misunderstanding. Instead, take a step back and allow the other person to complete their thought or action. Lastly, let's remember to take time to understand others' perspectives. This involves active listening, empathy, and patience. It's about stepping into their shoes and seeing the world from their vantage point. Being mindful of other people's intentions can save us from unnecessary misunderstandings and conflicts. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discussed today. We dove into the profound power of intentions, how they shape our actions and ultimately our lives. We painted a picture through John and Sarah's story, a tale of how misunderstanding intentions can lead to unnecessary conflict and heartache. But on the flip side, understanding intentions can bring about harmony and deeper connections. We also explored the art of being mindful, a skill that requires practice but reaps immense rewards. By becoming aware of our own intentions, we can better understand those of others. And understanding, my friends, is the first step towards empathy and compassion. Remember, being mindful of other people's intentions is not about being suspicious, but about fostering understanding and compassion. It's about seeing behind the actions to the heart of the person. So let's make an effort to be more mindful, to understand more, and judge less. Because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to make our way in this world, intentions and all.